Greetings, everyone. Thank you so much for tuning in to the very first episode of the Mom Chief of Everything podcast. I am super excited to get this project off the ground because I am making it my mission to help moms take control and feel less frazzled. I want to help moms achieve time freedom, feel empowered to make better decisions about their health and the health of their family, keep their children safe in the midst of the chaos of this world, and help their family get out of debt. I am starting this podcast because I want moms to use this podcast as a go-to reliable resource for tips about overall health and well-being. I want moms to stop trying to be perfect and instead be present and prepared. It's tough being a mom, and as a mom chief of everything, or COE, we need time-saving tips that help us meet the needs of our family and ourselves. It is not selfish to take care of yourself. Doesn't the airline attendant say to put the oxygen mask on yourself so you can help others around you? I want this podcast to be the oxygen mask that gives moms energy and encouragement so they can be the best version of themselves. Sometimes I will share valuable content that moms are asking me to answer, and sometimes I will have guests on the show who are better equipped to answer those questions and address the issues that moms are most interested in. These topics will focus on optimizing your time, becoming fitter and healthier, parenting through the tough issues, creating memorable moments with your family, and finding financial freedom. I hope that you, the listener, are able to learn tips that offer solutions to issues you are facing so that your life is made easier. I hope you feel empowered to be bold, be beautiful, and be you. Why do I want this for you as moms? Because at the age of 45 years young, I know what it's like to go through both the muck of life and the celebrations of life. Let me share a little bit about me and my journey. I'm a wife, mom of 2 elementary age daughters, a doctor of physical therapy, a certified athletic trainer, and a certified fitness personal trainer and nutrition coach. I celebrate every day my relationship with Jesus Christ, my marriage, my daughters, and my opportunity to help people feel better as a physical therapist. I've also had to deal with some pretty messy stuff in my life too, like wanting to quit PT school because it was the hardest thing I'd ever done, yet gutting through it despite my confidence being crushed. Meeting the wrong guy at the wrong time in my life when my self-esteem was at an all-time low. In fact, I dropped from 140 pounds to 103 pounds because of that stressful relationship. That was before I met my husband, of course. Joining a marathon team, I tried to develop healthy relationships. And then I became addicted to the runner's high with overtraining, and that led to mononucleosis. Being in the best shape of my life, only to learn that my body fat was so low, I only had a 5% chance of having kids. My husband and I were very, very concerned about that. But you know what? Sometimes when science says you only have 5% chance, God gives you 100%. I had back-to-back pregnancies that caused severe acid reflux that not only created an esophageal pre-cancer scare, but also caused an ulcer on my larynx and damaged my vocal cords. I did not have precancer, and although I had never heard of vocal therapy, I learned to love those vocal exercises because they really worked. Job stress became a big issue when I became a director of a physical therapy clinic and grew it from 30 visits per month to 90 plus visits per week. I had a success problem that led to 60 plus hour work weeks, 3 to 4 hours per night of sleep. And as my kids said, I developed mean mom syndrome. Plus, my husband was working second shift, so we had to hire a nanny. Our kids saw one parent 1 hour per day. All that stress caused my serotonin levels to increase, and the physician had to monitor me to rule out intestinal cancer. For 10 days, I thought I might leave my kids motherless. And for 3 months, I had to go through different tests. I ended up resigning from that job to start my own business. And 3 months after starting my own business, all my numbers on my medical tests returned to normal. No cancer and no risk of cancer. Plus, I started sleeping again. Woohoo! That's exciting. And flash forward a year, and then I had an abnormal mammogram. I waited 48 hours for the ultrasound to rule out breast cancer. Whew, I dodged another scare. And let me tell you, that was just a couple years ago. And this past year, we moved to a new house to downgrade our mortgage and start to tackle our own debt. We moved on the coldest day of the year in minus 54 degrees Wisconsin weather. Our furnace stopped working the first night in the house. My husband had pneumonia. I got an ear infection a few weeks later. Then we had a flat tire on the way to a business conference. Then he got the flu, and then I got the flu. And all of this happened between January and March. And just when you don't think it can get any worse, guess what? It can. A new company came in and changed my husband's job role that impacted his salary dramatically. And then his dad passed away. On top of that, he developed a paralyzed vocal cord. That all happened between March and June. I will say that if you are going through the muck of life right now, I can totally relate. We have literally experienced almost all the major life stresses this year: moving, health issues, job change, and death in the family. My family has been through it, so I understand chaos. I thank God every day that none of the health challenges or scares I had resulted in full-blown conditions. The challenges and the scares were enough to take my heart on a roller coaster ride of emotion. I thank God every day for the hope that each day will get better. I am thankful to have gone through all of this because I have learned so much about myself and how to work smarter, not harder. And that's what I want to pass on to you moms listening to this podcast. You don't have to be perfect. Instead, you can be present and prepared. You can be engaged and plugged in. The struggle to juggle all the mom tasks on a daily basis is real. You don't have to do it alone. There are tips and resources available to you that will make your life easier. So tune in because I am so delighted to have you on this journey with me. If you want to keep up with the content I will be sharing, please feel free to hit that subscribe button. Give a great day.